Yeah, she just had to put a shirt on.
Okay. Media, if I could remind you to please use your outlet, introduce yourself, and use your outlet when asking questions. Thank you. All right. Okay, in the back. Okay. All right. We welcome Colorado head coach J.R. Payne, Jaylyn Sherrod, Maya Hollingshed. Coach will have you open and then go from there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to say. Disappointed with the outcome of the game. Proud of how we battled on the boards. We just had a hard time scoring the ball when we turned it over. Too many turnovers against a team that makes you pay for pretty much every mistake you make. But Stanford's a great team. I think we're also a great team. Very competitive game. And we just didn't score the ball the way we needed to win today.
Thank you. Back in the back, Lindsay.
Lindsay Schnell, USA Today. Jared got pretty chippy at points. Do you think that Brink should have been tossed for throwing the ball?
I have not seen the film, so I don't know.
Okay, Michelle.
Michelle Smith, Pac12.com. JR, you've sat at this press conference a lot of times when there wasn't any basketball to be played after this game. You know you have basketball to be played. So how does this inform what you guys do and what you want to do moving forward?
Well, I just told the team, anytime you're playing basketball this late in the season, every time you step on the floor, you have an opportunity to get better. We are no different. And I think when you play a game like this, you play against a great team, you clearly can identify some areas that we still need to continue to grow. We very much have a growth mindset as a group, so that's what we'll do. We'll watch the film and find areas that we need to get better in order to be prepared for future games.
Maya, what did you see transpire in that incident with Cameron Brink?
Nothing. We just got singled up, 2 personal fouls. That's it. It was nothing more than that.
In the back, Willie.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. Maya, on that, at that point, either team or both teams could have sort of just used that for fuel, and it seemed as if their defensive intensity picked up and it fueled their offense. Did it seem like that at that point? Because it was a tight game, at that point.
Yeah, I just don't think we upped our intensity defensively. We were starting to get rolling on offense, and we were trading baskets at one point, but we weren't doing what we needed to do, where the stop, score, stop. So I think that's what ultimately led to that.
Michelle.
I'm going to go. Jaylyn, that stretch at the end of the third quarter when Anna Wilson scored 9 in a row and kind of pushed things out a little bit, do you feel like that was an important stretch in the game?
Yeah, when any team goes on a run like that, it's an important stretch because I think, like Maya just said, we wasn't getting stop, score, stop. So we were kind of trading baskets at that point, and that wasn't what we needed to do when we were trying to come back. So.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. For either of the players, really going back to yesterday and today combined, you ladies shot 41% in the regular season, combined 31% in the tournament. Was it just something about how the teams were playing you? Does it fall back on you ladies? What took place as far as the offense as a whole, just from both games?
I don't think it's a single thing. I think we just got to stay confident, shoot the ball with confidence, and do what we do. I think we just didn't come out and shoot the ball well. That's just the end of that.
Up here in the back.
KZI TV in Eugene. JR, now that you guys have the opportunity to kind of reset after this, look toward the NCAA tournament, what's the next week or so just going to be like as you not only await selection, but you recover, get the bodies right for the next big slog here?
Yeah, a lot of rest and recovery. It's difficult to play 3 games in 3 days, especially with multiple injured players and rotations changing and shifting. And so these guys need a lot of rest over the next couple of days and recovery. And then we start, just kind of, like I said, attacking some areas that we need to get better while we wait for the NCAA tournament.
I don't know if you know this or not, but tonight was Tara Vanderveer's 1,000th career win at Stanford. When you hear that number, how do you react?
Yeah, I actually heard one of the reporters say that she would get it tonight, and she did. And Tara has set the table for most of us that are coaching, as far as helping to grow opportunities for women in sport, helping to pave the way for people like me, to be able to coach. She's the best. She's the winningest coach in basketball history, and I'm proud to be a co-coach in the Pac-12. I'm proud to be a friend of hers, and excited for the accomplishment that she achieved tonight.
This question is for JR and Jaylyn. Sela goes out with 1 minute left in the first half, and how much did that change things for you guys? You're already missing Tamia, but to take another ball handler and defender off the team at that point, what did that do to change things?
Changes a lot. Yeah, I mean, Sela's one of our most active defenders. She's one of our most experienced players, and she's someone that plays a lot of minutes in multiple positions at the same position that we already have an injury at. And so I definitely think it changed. That's no excuse. I mean, we definitely have the philosophy, it's next person up. When someone gets hurt, next person's got to do more. So that's not an excuse, but it does change the dynamic of the lineup.
Jeff?
Just to go off that, with these two injuries and this time getting ready before the tournament, you were talking about maybe changing rotations and things that you might need to do. Can you just go into that a little bit more? Are there some other people that are going to have to step up that maybe haven't to this point of the season? And then also, just you guys have played them very close, but in previous games the last 3 years, but just the challenge of going against Jones and Brink and what those two, can do to you on a given occasion.
Well, the two, I think Arizona and Colorado were the top two defenses in the conference this year. Stanford also is incredible defensively. They only allow 54 points a game and hold their opponents to a low percentage. Part of that is, you have multiple defensive players of the year on their roster, and so they're long and deep, and so anytime you play against Stanford, it's going to be difficult to score. I think everyone is injured at this point, as far as other teams around the conference and around the country. So we're no different than that. We just need people to heal up. I'm not going to, speculate about who's going to fill in. I expect Sela to make a recovery. I expect Tamia to make a recovery. And, but as I said a minute ago, we're sort of next person up. So that's it.
We'll take two more questions, Lindsay, and then one more.
JR, what kind of seed do you think that you should get going into the tournament? Have you looked at any of the bracketology? What do you think based on, this is a really good conference, obviously?
Yeah, I don't know what seed I expect us to get. I have been prioritized on Stanford and Stanford alone. Yesterday, my priority was our opponent, and the day before it was our opponent. So I think that we have proven we've won, 7 of our last 9 games in one of the best conferences in America. We're deep. We're one of the best defenses in the country. We rebound. I think we should get a high seed, and I think that we've earned that. And I think the NCAA tournament wants to see teams that are playing well at the end of the season, not a team that just started well and kind of fizzled through conference. We are a team that has risen over the last month and a half, and I think that's earned a very good seed.
I think we're going to close right there. Thank you, Colorado.
All right, thanks, you guys.
Yep.